Today on episode 13 of Justin Crockett Show, I'm going to be giving you my Knuckles series review. Also, going to be talking about Darvin Ham getting out as the Lakers head coach. Also, going to be talking about Jokic winning the MVP, and also the Superman suit. Next. Welcome back to the Justin Crockett Show. I'm your boy Justin, and if you're here for the first time, I'm just average everyday guy talking about sports, movies, and trending topics. And if you're returning, what's up? All right, before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more from the channel. All right, let's get into this first one. All right, let's get into Darvin Ham being out as the Lakers head coach. All right, now I'm a Lakers fan. I'm just going to start by that. I'm a Lakers fan. So, Darvin Ham being fired. Whose fault was it? Was it LeBron's? Was it AD's? Was it Darvin himself? You know? And yes, to all three of those, yes. But honestly, I think a lot of stuff played a part in Darvin Ham being fired. Now, do I think he should have been fired? I am going to say, man, I am going to say I like Darvin Ham, first of all. I like Darvin Ham. Maybe he just wasn't the right coach for this team. So I'm going to say yes, he definitely should have been fired. He just wasn't ready for the spotlight of being a head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, in my opinion. And you lost your star players, you know, like LeBron. You lost AD as well. And they're not listening to you. They tune you out. And when that happens, eventually the whole team's going to follow suit, just because their star players have so much power than anyone else, even the front office, you know. And man, honestly, with Darvin, it was just the coaching tactics. You know, the offense was better on the Darvin Ham, I will say. The Lakers' offense was better on Darvin Ham. The defense was okay. It wasn't as good as that 2020, the bubble championship year, but it was still all right at times. You know, it could be damn right elite at times in the season, you could see. But honestly, against the Nuggets, that first round playoff loss, you could see that the defense wasn't all the way there. Now, with Darvin, also, timeouts. Him not calling timeouts when he should. I mean, I get it. You have LeBron on the floor, AD, you know, veteran players on the floor. They should be able to play through it. But no, you're still giving that other team momentum when you don't call timeouts. And that was probably one of the biggest issues with Darvin. You got to call timeout when the other team's getting momentum and change the game, you know. And I hopefully Darvin learns from that once he gets another coaching job, and I think he will. Hopefully, he looks back on his Lakers head coaching experience and just says, you know what, I have to get better myself. And you know, and that poses the question. You know, you get rid of Darvin, where do the Lakers go from here? And I think the Lakers have to get a coach that knows what he's doing, number one, knows X's and O's, number two, and can gel with LeBron, AD. And then even if the coach wants to stay there after LeBron has retired, do you still have that coach for AD? If AD wants to stay there. Hopefully he doesn't stay. But you do have to have that coach. And who's the right coach? Who's the right fit for this Lakers team? Honestly, I have no idea. It is a hard task to try to figure out what coach could possibly coach this team next. You know, honestly, I kind of like Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson would be a pretty dang on good choice just because he's a veteran head coach. He old school a little bit, but he knows the game. He knows the game. He knows his X's and O's. And then, you know, probably have like J.J. Redick Rondo, assistant coaches, just because the offense is just so potent. And so, yeah. What do you guys think out there? Do you guys think the Lakers made the right choice in firing Darvin Ham? If you think they did, who do you think should replace Darvin? Let me know down in the comments. All right. So, over the week, I did get a chance to sit down and watch this little series called Knuckles. Yes, Knuckles. And if you guys are a fan of Sonic, seen Sonic 2, then Knuckles, know who I'm talking about. Even if you play the video games, Sonic video games and everything, you know who I'm talking about, Knuckles. And I gotta say, I actually enjoyed this show. First off, I enjoyed the comedy. The comedy was right up my alley. Some people don't like, that kind of comedy, and then I enjoyed the characters. I thought it was interesting that they was going to do a Knuckles series, but we kind of got to know a little bit more about Knuckles, and then we got to know a little bit more about the Wade character from the Sonic movies as well. And actually, Wade is pretty much the main character besides Knuckles of this show. And I have to say, the character of Wade, the growth of that character in this show was pretty dang on awesome. Man, I love the growth of that character of Wade in this show. And honestly, I didn't see the show going how I thought it was going to go, if that makes any sense. I didn't know where they were going to go with this show once they were like, it's a Knuckles show. I'm like, okay, how do you make a Knuckles show, right? But what they did with the show was pretty dang on interesting. And, you do have Sonic in the first episode. You have a couple of Sonic and you have Tails in the first episode, of course. And it starts off on a very, 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 very high note. This show does. Like I said, I did like it. But then episode 2, it was still up there. But then as you get to episode 3, maybe 4, 3 and 4, I'm going to say, in the middle, to me, the show does start to get a little bit, it starts to tail off a little bit. I think my least favorite episode was probably episode 5, I believe, or is it 4? It was episode 5. Probably my least favorite episode. But like I said, in the middle, it just starts to get a little bit, to me, it started to get a little bit, just a little slow to me. It was slow. But then it picks right back up in episode 6. And then, we get this great finale. So, but honestly, that was the only problem I seen it there. It's so down in the middle. The storytelling probably could have been better. But it was an interesting what they did with the story for this show. But overall, I enjoyed the Knuckles series. I really did. I would definitely recommend watching it if you haven't watched it already. I'm going to give this Knuckles show a rating of 7.5. Just because it's in the middle. It wasn't all the way perfect. In the middle, it got a little slow, a little boring. But it did end strong. So, yeah. Let me know, guys, down in the comments. Are you looking forward to this Knuckles show? You're going to watch this Knuckles show. If you have watched it, what do you like and what do you don't like about it? Let me know down in the comments. All right, so the NBA MVP has been given out, and the winner of the NBA MVP, most valuable player, is no other than Nikola. See, look at me, can't talk. Nikola Jokic, the big man, winning his 3rd MVP. Now, what I think about this, Jokic is a very good player, hard to stop. This guy is a walking triple-double. I sat here and watched him the first round of the playoffs play against my Lakers and just man, just just played really well and just dominated them. And he wasn't even playing at his best, which is crazy. Over here averaging about 30 points, like 10 assists, and then 10 rebounds, and you're barely playing. You haven't reached your pinnacle playing great basketball, and over here averaging 30 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. If that's not greatness, I don't know what is. It's with that, no doubt that Jokic is definitely going to be a Hall of Famer when his career is said and done, especially with that one championship he has. Now, does he deserve the MVP? Look, these guys prepare and they work hard in the off season, during the season to, get to the mountaintop of the NBA, to win the MVPs. So, of course, I'm going to say, yeah, he deserved it because he works his butt off. Man, all these guys deserve it. Just, working their butt off, man. But honestly, Jokic this season probably wouldn't have been my choice for MVP. So if I had to vote, I probably wouldn't have voted Jokic. Look, it's Jokic. He played really well, led the team to the, playoffs. They probably would have made it even if he didn't play majority of the games, So, honestly, without Jokic, the Nuggets probably don't make the playoffs because Jamal Murray missed a lot of time with the injury during the season. So without Jokic, the Nuggets, they probably scrape by the end of their teeth or something. They probably just graze into the playoffs, But with all of that being said, Jokic is a great player. But honestly, I probably would have chose Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's who I would have chose. And people probably getting on Shaq because of what he said on Inside the NBA. But I actually agree with Shaq. I agree with him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led his team to the number 1 seed in the West. The very hard, deep, no diddy West. Okay? And to do that on a Thunder team that's young, and he's a rising superstar, I think he should have won MVP just because the West is very, very difficult. And they have a whole lot of guards that can defend, that can score. And for him to lead his team to the number 1 seed, it's no easy feat, man. So I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should have had the MVP, but I respect it that they gave it to Jokic just because Jokic is the Nuggets. Jokic drives the Nuggets. Without Jokic, the Nuggets wouldn't be the Nuggets we know today. So, yeah. So, without Jokic there to manage that offense and to play for the Nuggets probably wouldn't make the playoffs. So, shout out to Jokic, though. Still think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should have got it. But let me know, guys, down in the comments, who do you think should have won the NBA MVP? Do you think it was the right choice in going with Jokic, or do you think somebody else should have won it? Let me know down in the comments. There was a little picture that came out online for none other than getting our first sneak peek of the new Superman suit for, of course, the movie coming out next year to start the DCU, ran by James Gunn of Superman, played by David Cornsweet. All right. And so we all got this picture. Probably all looked at it by now. And so, to be honest with you guys, I actually did not like the picture at first. Let me be honest. Once I looked at it, opened it, I did not like this picture. I was like, it doesn't look like the other Superman suits. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something I'm used to. You know, I'm used to the Christopher Reeves, even a Henry Cavill suit. You know, I'm just, used to those suits. But once I started to look at it more, the suit actually grew on me. And I can say now that I'm digging the suit. I'm digging it. And I'm digging that it's like a new era kind of a Superman suit, but some callbacks to the classic Christopher Reeve suit, and then callbacks to the Henry Cavill suit, but then having its own, modernized Superman suit. I'm kind of digging that now. And not to mention, the trunks are back. Looks like the trunks are back. Now, we could all be wrong, but I definitely see like a little, if you look in the middle, I see a little bit of a hint of red in there with the little gold belt. And I definitely think those are trunks. Now, me personally, I don't mind Superman having trunks. There are some people that don't like the trunk look on Superman, the underwear over the tights. I dig it. I like Superman with the underwear over the tights. That's like Superman for me. That's the traditional way for me. I'm a fan of it. And then with the Henry Cavill one, you go with no trunks on that one. The no trunks, it kind of just looks like he's just walking around. Just, I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, I'm Team Trunks over here. So, and if you look in the background, there's something going on. Alien invasion, maybe. I don't know where that's going to be at. But this picture actually gets me excited for this movie. I mean, I'm a Superman fan either way. I'm going to be excited for any Superman movie or show, whatever. But this picture just gets me more excited to see this movie. And I'm ready. I am so ready, man. David Cornsweet looks like a freaking Superman, Absolutely. I can't wait to see what he looks like as Clark, see if he embodies, the Clark character as well as the Superman character. Also, I just can't wait to see more of the suit, in a different element. I know this was just taken at this, according to James Gunn, this photo was just taken, spare of the moment. It was like, okay, stay right there because you're putting your boots on. Let's take a picture. But I can't wait to see an official picture, an actual picture where they set up everything and take the picture and of the suit for real. And you know what? I'm a fan. I wasn't at first of the suit, but I'm a fan now. So let's get it. I'm ready for the Superman movie. But let me know, guys. What do you think of the Superman suit? Do you like it? Do you don't like it? Are you Team Trunks or no Team Trunks? Let me know, guys, down in the comments. Well, that would do it, guys, for this episode 13 of the Justin Crockett Show. Thank you guys for listening. And you can also find me wherever you get your podcast. Just simply type in the Justin Crockett Show. If you're on YouTube listening or watching, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more from the channel. Thank you for watching this video. And if you want to see more, make sure you just click on the video right here. Got a lot for you on this channel. Thank you, guys. And as always, see you in the next one.